Hello everyone, Dave back with you today with a fresh smartwatch review. Today we have the Erun, E-R-U-N T28 smartwatch. If you've never seen one of my reviews before, then you should know what I'm about to do is show you what comes out of this box and then go charge it fully and then wear it for several days and then come back with my full, fair, and honest review of this watch. Through the magic of editing, that's just going to take a couple minutes here. I'm going to go all Rambo on this today with my my OG smartwatch box opening knife. You haven't seen that one in a while, but it's back. So let's see what comes out of the box here. We have a user manual that is going to be big. It's going to be multi-fold. Print is small but easy enough to read. We have the body of the watch itself here. We have a charging cable. This is going to be a magnetic charging cable that's going to snap onto the back here. I'm going to zoom in now that you've seen everything. It's going to snap onto the back magnetically. The other end will go into a USB-A charging brick. And let's see, this has two bands in here too. It's got a silicone band in black, and it looks like a steel band also in black or silver. It's hard to see. It's silver. So it came with a bonus band. I like that. Let's peel off the protective cover here and see if there's one on the back. Yeah, I feel it. I feel it. It's got to come off of there. So you always got to peel these protective covers off, just so you're making full contact with skin and whatnot. There you see T28. Wow, that says T28 on the back, even though the box says T29. Interesting. Let me press and hold the top right button to see if there's any juice out of the box. Nothing seems to be happening. Let me press the bottom right one to see if it comes to life. There we go. It's coming to life. Let's swipe down and go to settings. And usually if I go into info, app, time settings, app view, no. Usually there's general. It's probably general about. There we go. This says smartwatch, Bluetooth address. It doesn't actually give me a model number, so I'm going to sort all that out. Like I said, I'm going to go charge this up, wear it for several days, and then come back with my full, fair, and honest review. It's going to look decent on the watch. I tend to like the bigger, round smartwatches. But yeah, I'll be back with my full review in just a few seconds through the magic of editing. Alright, so I'm back with this watch after several days, and let's take a look at it. We're going to call this the Erun Model T28 smartwatch. That's what's stamped on the watch, so that's what it is. We're going to swipe down, and we're going to get into the screen brightness settings here, and you see we have 5 settings. That's the brightest right there. Here's where you would connect to Bluetooth, to turn on Bluetooth to connect to your phone. There is your QR code to scan to install the app. There's a night mode. There's a flashlight mode here. Now that will light up all the pixels on the screen and turn on the LED flashlight on the side. So that's kind of a neat feature right there. And then you can get into settings. You see your personal information, notifications. You can, turn them on and off. General, Bluetooth, about, language, and we go into about, and this doesn't even give the name of the watch, which I find really odd. It's just a generic, unpopulated name. It just says smartwatch, so that's not cool. Go back to general, okay, language, connect mode, restore factory settings, reboot, shut down. That's where you would get into all of that. Do not disturb. Display brightness and on time. Let me turn this up for the purposes of this review to 60 seconds so it doesn't turn itself off. Screen clock, you can have this for like an always on display if you wish. Cover, the breathe screen, dynamic island, pinch to answer if you wish for phone calls. This does connect to your phone via Bluetooth Low Energy, so you can make and take calls right from the watch. It's got a built-in speaker here, and actually this is the speaker here. This is the microphone. I've tested that. That does work. Display settings, date, time, and 12 or 24-hour format. Your app view, basically you can change the menu layout and system. You can set a password, and there's an SOS mode here. Now, to wake it up, if it does fall asleep, you would press a button, all right? If you press that button again, it gets you into your sports modes, and there's plenty of sports modes in here. But it just gives you your time engaged in the sport, estimated kilocalorie burn, and your heart rate trace over the course of that measurement. Here's your pedometer, and here are your number of steps for the day, your estimated kilocalorie burn, and your estimated distance walked. Here are your messages. I've tested this. It will pull in messages from my smartphone. Does not let me reply or do anything else, but will let me read them. All right, so that does work. If you wanted to make a call, here's where you would get into your dial and make and take your calls, or choose a contact. That does work. Bluetooth music, you can control the music player on your phone from the watch when tethered via Bluetooth Low Energy. It will pull in the weather from your phone when you sync it with the app. It gives you today's high and low, and then it'll give me the next day, the day after that, all the way up to next week. So it's basically 7 days worth of forecast it pulls in. Calculator, alarm, sedentary reminder, stopwatch. You can shake it and take a picture from your phone when tethered. Voice assistant, find your phone, settings, torch, that's that flashlight feature again. Calendar, contacts, WeChat, QQ, Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, drink water reminder, shut down, change the language, QR code, app view, display, brightness. You can use it as a bedside lamp. Bluetooth, that's where you would toggle on and off. Restore factory, and then again your about screen. Now if we swipe up, that gets you into your messages. If we hit the bottom right button, that basically turns that face off or back on again. Now the shortcut menu, we can't swipe from right to left to get through the menus because that will change the watch face, so that is a little wonky, all right? That's different than most menu systems on most smartwatches. But if we swipe from left to right, we get into the shortcut menu. There's your weather forecast on the top, your calendar, your flashlight or torch, your pedometer, your sports modes, your stopwatch, and then your common apps. There's my phone shortcut dial pad, call log, my messages, and an alarm clock. And that's about it for the menu system. It's pretty bare bones. The band here fits pretty loosely, and this band is more plastic than silicone. It's a little bit more stiff and rigid than most. I would say this is a much cheaper quality. The back seems to be some sort of polymer or plastic. It's a decent looking watch. It looks, okay on the wrist, but it's not really packed with a ton of features. The screen quality here, they say it's 240p, but they say also it's a 1.52 inch screen, and they also say it's a 466 by 466 pixel TFT screen. It's not the greatest. This only has a 180 milliamp hour battery in it, but I have found over the course of the days the battery life is pretty good, so it will last you a while, and that's because there are so few features. It's actually consuming very little energy, in my opinion. So let's go look at the app, and I'll come back with my final thoughts. The app here is called Hryfine, Hryfine. That's a mouthful. And the app is pretty terrible in my estimation. So let's zoom out a little bit here and take a look at what's going on. So you come into the health screen here. You have your steps for the day, your estimated kilocalorie burn, your distance, your goal, your step count goal. Then it's bloated with some adware for some games in here. It gives you your exercise records. And that's about it on the main screen. You can edit your cards and change what's here, but that's it for the main screen. If we go into the data screen, This gives me my my health data, basically my steps for the day, week, and month. So you can see I've been wearing it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. So I've given it a fair shake here. That's it for the data screen, the health screen. Very, very bare bones. Your exercise modes, and then some personal settings, some call reminders, and you can choose what to push to the watch from your phone. And that's about it. We go into about here, and it just doesn't give you a whole lot. So very, very basic app. It's got too many games, and sometimes it will boot into an ad screen, and if you're not paying attention, you have to click on the very top right to connect. If you're not paying attention, you'll accidentally click on an ad, which is pretty bad. So let me give you my final thoughts on this watch. This thing is selling right now on Temu for $16.46. I say save your money. I'm going to drop a link to it just so you can see the description. But I'm going to tell you, don't buy it. Do not buy this. Even for $17, it is not worth it. It's just too cheap. The functions are too bare bones. The app is not great. The screen quality is poor. I would say, you know, spend more than 17 bucks on a smartwatch. Do not buy this one. I give it 2 thumbs down. This channel is primarily about my kayaking adventures. I do smartwatch and fitness tracker and smart ring reviews as a way to monetize my YouTube channel a little bit. So I appreciate you watching. If you'd leave a comment or subscribe, that helps me out. That helps spread the word. And what I do with the small amount of ad revenue I generate from this YouTube channel, I go out and buy more smartwatches and fitness gear to do reviews. So I invest that ad revenue right back into the channel to bring more gear and tech reviews to you. So that's how this all works. If you're interested in learning more about my kayaking adventures, come visit me at davethekayaker.com. On my YouTube channel, I've got over 200 smartwatch and fitness tracker reviews there now on my smartwatch and fitness tracker playlist. Go check that out. And otherwise, yeah, I appreciate the opportunity to bring this review for you. Hopefully I've saved you a little bit of money if you're looking at this one. I got a couple more smartwatch reviews coming up and a new smart ring review coming up soon, so stay tuned.